Shakti Dubey, you belong to
Prayagraj district of Uttar Pradesh.
Allahabad. You studied at University of Allahabad
Yes, sir.
and then went to BHU. What is the significance of this Mahakumbh?
We have a neighborhood first policy. Start from top Pakistan. Uttar Pradesh, we already heard of bulldozer action and
Yes,
then
sir.
some encroachment act. So let me show legal backgrounds of this action. Bulldozer encroachment action and encounter action.
Yes, Shakti,
Yes, sir.
you are from Prayagraj. Why the name of Prayagraj, this was changed from Allahabad? What were the reasons?
Shakti, what are the opportunities biochemistry offers?
May I come in, sir?
Yeah, please come in.
Good afternoon, sir.
You are Shakti Dubey.
Yes, sir.
Please sit down, Shakti.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. You belong to
Prayagraj district of Uttar Pradesh.
Allahabad. You studied at University of Allahabad
Yes, sir.
and then went to BHU.
Yes, sir. For my
And
post-graduation.
then now you are trying for civil service.
Yes, sir.
I thought it is the other way around. From BHU, people go to Allahabad to prepare for civil services.
No, sir. I did my
Allahabad is
graduation.
supposed to be the hub, isn't it?
Yes, sir. It is. It was also. Recently, it has developed into mostly the hub for the state
Please speak a bit
PCS.
loudly.
So recently, this Allahabad has now converted more into state PCS oriented hub, and
Oh.
yes, sir. Because the most of the coaching institute etc. are now shifted here in. They are shifted here in Delhi because of that, and Allahabad has now converted more into that for state PCS.
IPS के लिए भी आपने कोई दिया है अपना प्रेफरेंस?
So second preference.
तो ऐसी आवाज में बोलोगे तो कौन सुनेगा तुम्हारी बात?
Okay, sir.
Commanding, बढ़िया.
Yes, sir.
When you speak, it is your responsibility to be heard comfortably.
Yes, sir.
Even if there are 10 rows of people, then the last one also. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good. Dissertation work on nanoparticle based writing poems and quotes. Wonderful. Which is the latest quote you have written?
So one of the quote that I wrote recently was, cracks were the real weakness of those balls, and also cracks were the reason light entered within.
Allahabad University, if I recall some alumni, there are great names. Can you tell me about some names?
So one I can recall is Madan Mohan Malviya ji. He was from
He was from Allahabad University?
Yes, sir.
What is his connection with the BHU?
So he is the founder of Banaras Hindu University. So one I know that. So just now I can recall one name.
Very many people, long list from Allahabad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's why it is difficult to remember.
So unable
When
to.
was your university founded, Allahabad?
So if I'm not wrong, it was founded in 1870s. The exact year I'm not aware.
Are you planning to go for Mahakumbh?
Yes, sir. We'll
And
be
take a
visiting.
dip?
Yes, sir. We'll be visiting Allahabad.
What is the significance of this Mahakumbh?
So, according to the Hindus, in the Hindu scriptures, this is referred to one of the major spiritual dip that takes place in Kumbh. The major story behind it is it arises from the Samudra Manthan, where the demons and gods they churned the elixir out of the ocean, and while Lord Vishnu was transporting it, there were 4 locations on earth where the drops of elixir fell. One of them being Prayag. That is why the significance of Kumbh is there. Apart from that, Prayag also holds a significance and is known as Prayagraj because of the reason that this was the first place chosen by Brahma for the yagna or sacrifice that he performed before he started the construction of whole universe. So that is why Prayagraj is considered to be one of our prominent spiritual sites.
When was the last Kumbh and Mahakumbh held?
So last Kumbh was held in 2019 and Mahakumbh was held 2012 probably. 2013.
12 years.
Yes, sir.
Did you take dips in those Kumbh and Mahakumbh also?
So that was also years of my boards and I could not go for the dip that year, but this year I'm planning to go.
Has the government, UP government, created a new district?
Yes, our temporary
this
district.
purpose?
Yes, our temporary district has been created, Mahakumbh Nagar, for facilitating it and helping it to organize in a much more better way. Yes.
Shakti PSIR,
Yes, sir.
Did you read about President-elect Donald Trump's press conference day before yesterday?
So I did not
You
hear
did
about
not follow
this.
properly. All right. But what does his election signify as far as America is concerned, number one, and as far as the world is concerned? And any conclusions you can draw, some pointers?
Yes, sir. In the recent, after his recent win in the election, he has made certain statements specifically regarding the trade tariffs and the trade barriers that have been there. They are, US is planning to increase that tariff specifically.
Trade one, anything
Yes,
else?
sir. Second thing, there's also been statement with respect to Canada, where he made
On
us.
America's society, does it reflect something? Some broad changes are happening in American society, do you think?
So basically, I could what I could recall was this with respect
Is
to
it
Americans.
becoming less inclusive and less tolerant? Would it be correct to say? And why
Yes.
am I saying that?
So because of the visa norms also have been in the news for that, and he has been also planning to limit the immigrants that are moving into USA for various opportunities.
But that is a legitimate function of the government.
Yes, sir.
How can you? We also don't want Bangladeshis to come.
Yes, sir.
So can you fault Trump on that policy?
So they're like, if I may compare that with the immigrants that India is facing the challenge of, they are mostly refugees or they are mostly illegal immigrants. While people moving into America for better economic prospects, they go through a very legitimate and legal process.
Bangladeshis also come here mostly for better economic prospects.
Yes, sir.
So we have a neighborhood first policy.
Yes, sir.
Now start from top Pakistan, go east, and one by one all neighbors, and on a scale of very good, good, fair, poor, just say in one word, where do you rate that relationship?
So from
Start with Pakistan.
So the relations between India and Pakistan are almost poor, or we can
Poor,
say
good. Go on.
Then we move to Afghanistan. If we then move to Afghanistan, the relation is of engage, not validate the government. That is, we are keeping a very cold relationship with them.
Fair or poor?
So it's fair, not very poor.
All right. Okay. Go east. Further east.
China, we have a really
Fair or poor?
Poor. It's a poor relationship.
Go further east.
Sir, Nepal and Bhutan, fair relationship as of now with them.
You think Bhutan and Nepal relations are at the same level? India's relations?
No, sir. A better with Bhutan comparatively with respect to Nepal.
If you don't give very good to Bhutan, then to no other country you can give.
Yes, sir. Very good with.
Right, okay.
And then Bangladesh, recently it's poor. It has deteriorated. With Sri Lanka, it's getting on of better than.
So where is the neighborhood first policy? With all our neighbor relations are poor. What is the new factor? What has changed in the last 5-10 years that those friendly countries are turning against us?
So if we look at the reasons from Indian side, if we see what they are perceiving India as a threat, or we can say because of the big brother attitude, as we
Not
say.
a threat, but big brother.
Big brother
but
attitude.
Something has changed in international relations, in the whole equation of countries.
With the rise of the multipolar world order, there has been
something more specific.
So growing significance of India in the region as a leader of global.
Think again. Which country is quoting them?
So China's increasing.
So they are playing China against India.
Yes, sir. Okay. So they have an alternative option.
You should have committed.
Yes, sir.
Uttar Pradesh, we already heard of bulldozer action and then some encroachment encounter action.
Yes, sir.
But you see, government doesn't work arbitrarily. There is some legal backing beyond both these actions.
Yes,
so there is criticism. So let me show legal backgrounds of this action: bulldozer encroachment action and encounter action.
So the bulldozer encroachment act basically deals with those areas that are illegally occupied by the public. That is for that this was basically being done But in recent time, when the case went to the Supreme Court, they have highlighted that the due process of law must be followed in any case. Any arbitrary action amounts to collective punishment and would be violation of natural justice. So there has been strict guidelines that whenever such actions have to be taken place, certain steps have to be followed, like a prior 15 days notice should be given to the people. Second thing, they should be allowed to be heard or present themselves as well. And then entire through the procedural manner in a properly videographed in a proper videographing should be done of the event and incident, and then it should be carried on further in a very legitimate way.
About encounters, the legal provisions.
So about encounters, these have been basically criticized by even the courts as an cold-blooded murders or extrajudicial killings. They say even in case of a person is a criminal, in that case also there is a proper legal way to punish them, or there is a proper legal procedure. So in that case, the police should not go for encounters until unless it was unavoidable. A proper inquiry has to be done for such actions whenever it takes place.
Okay, you see, you must have studied constitution, political science.
Yes, sir.
Often, government, when there is doubt on merit, is asked to take a vote of confidence. From which constitutional provision this arises? In constitution, I never find a vote of confidence words there. How did this concept arise?
So, like, from which country we borrowed it?
Vote of confidence, a government is asked.
Yes,
Governor
sir.
asks the chief minister when there is a,
Yes, sir.
he asks this. But in the whole constitution, there is no word called
Mention.
vote of confidence. But there must be some provision, governor or anything, it cannot be arbitrary. So what is that provision for, which enables governor, anyone to ask for vote of confidence? Any idea?
Sorry, sir.
So now let me move to this. Another constitutional thing I'm coming, they must have heard of democratic decentralization.
Yes, sir.
What is it and how is it being practiced in India?
So, democratic decentralization deals with distribution of power between center, state, and the local government. India passed the 73rd and the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act in 1993 and to create the panchayats and the municipalities in order to carry on the grassroots level democracy. So this was
What are the organizations, tiers organization at various levels?
So if you talk about panchayat, if you talk about the panchayats, there are
Okay.
3-tier government. First is the Gram Sabha we have. Below that we have the then village level, and then we have the intermediate level. Intermediate level, and
Intermediate
then
level, what is the name of the organization? Structure there?
so Gram Sabha, then we have panchayats, and then
Panchayat, Gram Sabha is Panchayat. Next level,
so the intermediates.
block level. What is this called? Block level or Tahsil level, whatever it is. What is it as it's called? No. Then above that, district level, what is it called?
So I just know like the intermediate and the.
All right. Tell me something again on constitution. You see, there is something called directive principles of state policy in
Yes.
constitution, and they are the fundamental rights. If some directive legislation made to enforce a directive principles goes against the fundamental right, what is the legal position? What does court CTC have laid down?
So the Supreme Court has highlighted it that the Constitution is based on a proper balance between the DPSP and the fundamental rights. So in case whenever there has to be the application, there has to be implementation of the DPSP, certain specifically those mentioned in Article 39 Clause A, Clause B, they have been kept out of that purview of being violative of the fundamental rights. In case if they are being implemented and they violate fundamental rights, they won't be questioned by the court.
Thank you.
Yes, Shakti,
Yes, sir.
you are from Prayagraj.
Yes, sir.
Why the name of Prayagraj this was changed from Allahabad? What were the reasons?
So if we look at the significance why that was being changed, because the name of the city in the ancient Vedic text has been mentioned as Prayag only in the ancient times. Later is what it has been said to have been changed by later to Allahabad. Recent changes that have been done has helped in branding of the place and attracting more tourism. So this is one of the logic behind it, because this has held a huge significance in Hinduism. So this could be one of the
But
reasons.
internationally, it is creating confusion because people they knew only this Allahabad, and now they have to think about it. The next coming generation can be expert, but those who knew it by Allahabad, they will get confused. By the university name has not been changed. This should also be changed. University of Prayagraj. What is the problem in that?
So because the university has been set up by a specific act, So changes in that would require, since it is a central university, changes would require the concurrence of the central government
But
and
name
passing
is
of the
easy
bills.
to change.
But the city, it was easier to change with respect to the
I
state
don't know.
governments.
What will you say? Tell me any two flagship program of UP government which have really benefited women in this state. Like one is the unemployment allowance given by the Delhi government or some other states. Are UP giving something to unemployed women?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware about that. I'll have to read.
No scheme for the women welfare.
So I'm unable to recall. Well, I'll need to
Okay,
read.
you have done your BSc Biochemistry.
Yes, sir.
It's a very good subject. What is drug designing? IIT Kanpur is expert in this. You know?
So drug designing?
Yes.
The
Most of the
manufacture-
drugs are proteins.
Yes, sir. These
So
are based.
how these are effective?
So basically, these are based on the genetic profile of the organisms. Based depending upon on which like the genetic profile of the organism, depending on how they react to a specific chemicals, etc. Based on that only, after studying the genome, a specific chemicals or the specific mRNAs that are designed to produce required proteins, which can be used as drugs and in treatment of various diseases.
What are the differences between vitamins and hormones? Biochemistry question.
So hormones, these are basically proteins only that are being synthesized by the body and the living body. While vitamins, etc., they are being taken from external sources that are being that can be plant based also. It can be animal based also.
Okay, which hormone is vitamin is essential for the formation of red blood cells in the body?
So vitamin K.
Vitamin A. there
K.
is
Vitamin K.
K.
Yes, sir.
No, some other vitamin. For hemoglobin, you have to be careful. Red blood cells,
Yes, sir.
which carry oxygen. It is
Vitamin
methylcobalamin.
B12. Yes, sir.
B12 methylcobalamin. Anyway,
Okay.
fine.
Shakti.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you've done biochemistry, huh?
Yes, sir.
What attracted you to biochemistry?
So usually in the beginning when I took,
Was it choice or you
Sir-
just had to, you got this?
so initially I started with actually in the bachelor's we had 3 subjects together: botany, chemistry, biochemistry. But while we moved toward the second year, we were given option to choose any one subject. Depending upon my interest, I went along with biochemistry.
What are the opportunities biochemistry offers?
So first is it offers a great opportunity in the research field where research,
research.
PhD, yes sir. Second, they also have huge employment opportunities in the pharma industry, specifically in medicine like drug designing, medicines, etc. So these are also in the agricultural research also, it takes up in that side also, because plant biochemistry is also a very prominent branch of that.
Okay. Who are the Nobel Prize winners of chemistry in 2024? And for what?
Sorry sir, name I cannot recall.
All right. Okay. Now coming to some other subject, we've been hearing President of America talking about Panama Canal.
Yes sir.
What is this Panama Canal history?
So it is basically a linkage between the North and the South America, which gives a passage for the trade route. It's an important trade route in that region also.
When was it made, and why, and what's the controversy now?
So there has so the history. I'm not
History
aware of
Panama
the
Canal.
date. etc.
Which is another famous canal in the world?
So one is the Malacca Strait also, that is there in the.
Another famous canal for shipping. Suez Canal.
Suez Canal. So sorry, sir.
Close,
Yes,
but
I could not.
Okay. Now tell me, what are the challenges the world faces in 2025?
So first, as there has been growing instability in various countries, leading to military coup has been there, specifically in the African nation, and also in India's neighborhood, like in Myanmar, we are witnessing or also takeover of by Taliban in the Afghanistan. Second, there has been growing China's incursion or China's presence in various parts of the world because of its aggressive economic diplomacy that it is going through. Third would be also instability that has been created in the Eurasian region because of the extending Russia-Ukraine war that has also reflected in form of
Okay, this is
issues of fuel.
due to wars and rivalries.
Yes, sir.
Any other?
So climate change is one another important issue that is causing challenge specifically to the least developing in the island nations. So this is one of the.
And the third, another emerging area.
So terrorism and rising of the non-state actors
AI,
and their role.
artificial intelligence.
Yes, a
How
technological
can it
advancement.
transform and completely change our lives? What do you say? Will it do that? Something which is radically now our lives would be different,
So AI can bring lots. It can
or it will
ease
be
lots.
just an incremental change, or it will be a radical change. What do you think?
So
You're
it
a
can.
science student.
Yes, sir. It is supposed, or it can be taken for an incremental change. But when it is being used in a negative, it can lead to catastrophic changes also. Like in present time that we are witnessing use of AI and the cyber threat that has also emerged as a lot because of advancing.
But what positive changes can it bring about?
So it can help in, like, for example, AI can be used for proper data assessment, data management, which can be
There are
used.
minor changes, but a big radical change it will bring out that will transform human life. Anyway, now IPS, last question, is your second choice.
Yes, sir.
What are the challenges Indian police going to face in coming 5 years or 10 years?
So some of the major challenge that the Indian police faces is, first, I think the colonial legacy that has been carrying on as they derive the power straight from the Indian Police Act of 1800s. That is. Second, there is increased political interference in the functioning of the police department. And also lack of separation between core and non-core functions. Like the Prakash Singh judgment mentions about separation of investigation and law and order function. So that is also one of the major challenge that is being faced by the police.
What about cybercrime?
Yes, sir.
Every day people are losing money
Yes, sir.
for no fault of theirs. Invisible criminals are just taking money out of your banks.
Yes, sir. Advancement in technology has made they have also advanced the crimes, but the police is still not equipped with certain modern technologies, etc., to cope up with that. So modernization of police is also one of the major challenges that we have to look into.
Okay, Shakti, thank you.
Sir.
Please go out, we'll call you back.